Now, we're already familiar with one method of solving rational equations, namely, treating them as a proportion. So if we have, for example, the equation x over 4 equals 9 over x, one option we have for solving this equation is to cross multiply, which gives us the equation x squared equals 36. Remember, if we've just cross multiplied and we still see fractions, what we've just done was not cross multiplying. This is where we say if these two fractions are equal, then their cross products must be equal. This is a polynomial equation. One way we know to solve this is to subtract 36 from both sides, factor the left-hand side as a difference of squares, and then we get a solution where x minus 6 is 0, one where x plus 6 is 0. So either x is 6 or x is negative 6. And in fact, we see that each of those is a solution. Each of these fractions reduces to negative 3/2, and each of these reduces to positive 3/2. So this gives us one method for solving a rational equation. Not always the most efficient. For example, suppose we have the rational equation 1 over x plus 1 over x squared equals 6. Of course, we can write 6 as 6 over 1. But on the left-hand side, we don't have just a fraction. In order to be able to solve this as a proportion, we need just one rational expression on the left-hand side. So we need to actually do this addition. So let's see. The least common multiple of x and x squared will be x squared. 1 over x is x over x squared. 1 over x squared stays put. X over x squared plus 1 over x squared is x plus 1 over x squared, which we can't simplify. So we have the equation x plus 1 over x squared equals 6 over 1. Cross multiplying, we get x plus 1 equals 6x squared, or negative 6x squared plus x plus 1 equals 0. Factoring this left-hand side, we need to find two numbers whose sum is positive 1 and whose product is negative 6. I think that positive 3 and negative 2 will do that for us. Here our common factor is 3x and 1, negative 2x and 1. Setting each of these to 0, we get the solutions x equals positive 1/2 or x equals negative 1/3. Did that work? Well, let's see. 1 over 1/2 plus 1 over 1/2 squared. 1 over 1/2 is 2. 1/2 squared is a fourth. 1 over a fourth is 4. That's 6. 1 over negative 1/3 plus 1 over negative 1/3 squared. 1 over negative 1/3 is negative 3. Negative 1/3 squared is positive 1/9. 1 over 1/9 is plus 9. That equals 6. So those really are solutions. But this seems terribly involved, doesn't it? And in fact, there are things that can go terribly wrong with this approach, as we'll see in the next video.